All right, what is going on, everyone? We are here for race number 11 of the season here at Elite Racing Association. So glad to be here. We're just about to start qualifying here. I'm just going to kind of putt around here to kind of give a little pre-race notes here. So what we're going to do is, like I said, I'm just immediately going to cut to the inside. It's a good thing I'm not racing because I'm on auto. But yeah, we're just gonna immediately just get to the inside, get out of these guys' way. And there one person is waiting. I do believe that is Kalen back there. But yeah, these guys are looking for some playoff points. We have a whopper of a mighty 2 races before the season starts, and I know these guys are looking for every single points. Who is that? Yeah, that is Galen. As many points as possible before running that pure white scheme. Of course he is. As many points as possible going into the final round, the final race before the regular season. Which, for anyone that doesn't know, next week is Martinsville. So right now, let's kind of give a track tour right here. So, Indy on this game is one of those weird ones that you definitely want to be as consistent as possible through here. You're looking for, ideally, the 2 board right here on the right, and that's when you kind of let off and just let it coast. Pick it back up when you see the little white rumble strips there, and then looking for the lefts right here, just nice and smooth. I'm running a little bit higher line so I can get as much speed coming off the corner. Now right here we're looking for the grass on the inside. You see that grass right there? It's going to cut on off for the access road, and when it picks back up, that's when we let off, on, nice and smooth. You see that crease? You're looking to be right on the bottom of that. If you're looking for something with turn 4, there is like a bit of a guardrail separating the like where the people can actually just go out on track, and that's where I pick it up. So yeah, 2-meter board off, tap the brake if necessary. You don't always have to, and then kind of ride below that crease right there in the track. There we go. Off white is what I refer that to. Kind of run that high side. Bam. And now, grass off, kind of turn on in, look for the apex. There we go. There we go. Now 2 laps to go left in qualifying.
All right, we want the laps for
Do it all over again here for 2 to go left in the qualifying race. Next up, we're going to go up here. Don't do what I just did. That just shows how hard it is to actually go around the outside here, because it really is hard. Ideally, Indy is a draft track. You want to be as consistent as possible through the corners. So right through here, kind of pulse the throttle a little bit to see what you can do. Gonna get a little bit of draft here from Kalen. 2-meter board, like I said. Tap the brake if necessary. You can see he has very similar points.
take your left.
We are, since we're not racing, we're kind of back on off here. Make sure these guys have it as clean of a run as possible. I do wonder where my time kind of stacks up, though, compared to the rest of the regulars. Looks like we're going to have 10 drivers here today, myself not included. So the 11 you see on the top right is going to drop to to number 10. So coming to the line, how is that going to stack on up?
80 minutes at the start.
All right, guys. Looks like we're going to have 10 drivers tonight. There shouldn't be green flag stops, but if there is, let's make the note that you do have to stop. Or you can access the track coming out of the first access road only if no one's coming. If the track is clear, you can merge on up there. If not, you have to take both access roads all the way around. But I don't think we have to make green flag stops, but should that be a thing, that would be, that should be what happens. Other than that, we're going to have 10 people tonight. Loho will not be joining us tonight. 2 races, including this race, 2 races to go until the playoffs, so keep in mind there's still a lot of people trying to make their way into the playoffs. Like Emily is one of those drivers that come to mind. Dees is on the cusp of losing it should a winner from below the cut line take that from him. So there's still a lot to race for. So just kind of keep your head on out for anyone potentially racing for something more. So yeah, we're gonna be pausing that here. Since we don't have to wait for anyone, the usual stuff, it's going to be 25%, 2 times wear, relax yellows with stages on, damage off, draft will be on normal. So with that, it's going to be 40 laps. It's going to be actually a short run. So I will be posting the stream link here in a hot second. Any questions before we start? Alright, cool. Let me get the social media stuff all done. If you guys could slap me with some invites, please, that would be fantastic. Guys, could you guys send me some invites, please? I did not get them. Alright, I'm sorry. There we go. I just now got them. I got one from Casey right there. There we go. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That's the social media stuff. Done and dusted. Alright, good luck, guys. No, it's not. There we go. Yep, only 40 laps. It's gonna be a short. It's gonna be a short run. So. Alright. Alright, I'm going to unpause the timer. Let me know when I can join on back. Good luck, guys. Make sure to get those presets back in because it will reset. Alright, we are back live in action here. Like I said, I just got done with these guys here. They are excited to be going green. I think we are having 40 laps here today with stages. I do believe should be around 10 laps per. So I know for certain these guys are going to be. All right, sounds like we can go back live. Let's join on in. So we're going to be going through here. Looks like Kalen got pole with a 51.5. Let's see here. P2 would be D's with 51.6. Third with Trump Train. Fourth is going to be E4. P5 is going to be Boz. He actually changed his name, but Boz is still here. Sixth is Casey. Seventh, Selling Dreams. Eighth, Goose. Ninth is Mike Sr. And 10th is Emily. So let's go and load on to the race. Like I said, I'm so excited for this race to start. Sounds like they just actually loaded on in, so they're about to go green right now. So as soon as we load on in, we're gonna be on with Kaylin's POV. Kaylin right now is to kind of give y'all a points update. Kaylin is sitting P5. However, he is tied for the playoff standings right now, and already going into turn 2. Ooh, he hits the wall right there. That's definitely not what you want to do. And D's in the 24 capitalizes with 3 of Trump Train. Both of those guys looking for their first wins with the 48 of Boz right behind him. Right now, it's all about rhythm. You want to get to a rhythm here. You can already see the field kind of spacing on out a little bit. If I was Trump Train right now, I'd just be kind of following the 24. I would. Ooh, but it hits the wall though. He is pushing the envelope. He probably hit the. The back of the 20 or the 24, and that just kind of sent him. So the 3 kind of back on out here. Try to slow in, fast out technique. To 53 into the wall back there. So let's and it looks like E4 did not have a good start at all. He is in the back right now in P7. Very unlike E4 right there, where you don't really see him that far off. But yeah, right now he is drafting alongside with Goose. Goose in the number 9 machine up there goes a little wide, and he is back on him. So looks like Buzz. Oh, hang on, what happened here? Buzz, what happened right there, bud? Oh, okay. So strategic pit, you want to get the adjustments in right now? Gotcha. Alright, how many laps are in this stage, by the way? 11. Okay, so short stages. Okay, cool. Alright, so looks like Buzz, looks like his car was way too tight. He had to make emergency pit stop there in order to fix his car, because that is definitely. Oh, we have Selling Dreams up here, and that is not a caution, but he got way too loose there, and because of that. That is putting him in P10. Now, that is going to be bad news for the 48, because should the 48, he is right now the only car 1 lap down, but should they catch the 1, he's going to lose out on that spot, on that lucky dog position. Emily right now. Emily's one of the feel-good stories. You know, she is, she puts in time with her qualifying and with her race pace. And kind of like Mike Sr. in a way, where you want to see them go and win a race, and for them to be up front is one of the feel-good stories. It'd be like Matt DiBenedetto winning a race, you know. They would just be like, just hooting and hollering, you know, to be able to get up there. So, looks like Emily on trying to make her way up into the playoffs here with 2 races left. She's doing as much as she can. back on board with the leaders now. Looks like Trump Train actually found his way to the lead, with Casey kind of in the 13 right there, looming. And the top 4 has absolutely separated themselves from the rest of the field. Kind of like how Iowa was, where, ooh, the 3's blocking. This is gonna be tight. The 24 kind of sets it back and resets it. Okay, good job, good job. Now that's going to open up the door for the 11 with the break of momentum. And because of that, Casey is looking for any kind... Yeah, right there. Exactly. He's looking for the draft to kind of catch on with the 24. And you're going to see the 13 into the frame right there. Big lunge on turn 1. Looks like the 24 is just kind of riding around with the 3. While the 3 is kind of a little loose, and you can kind of tell getting off the corners. The 11 goes wide. You definitely don't want to lose a draft here on at Indy, because with it being such a draft kind of track. Oh, we're getting word that potential lag is in the area. We're getting word that it's potentially the 9. Let me kind of go on board with Goose here to kind of see what's going on. Not really seeing any lag per se, but everyone's screen's a little different, and you can see how they're kind of separated right there. That may be by design. He could just be like shuffling forward and backward, and that would absolutely destroy someone's momentum. So definitely, it looks like E4, as I took away for 1 hot second, potentially hit the wall there as soon as I got away from that camera shot. But yeah, everyone's POV is a little different, so we're going to keep an eye on that. But yeah, it looks like Boz has caught Emily here. And right, like I said, as long as the leaders don't lap, the 48 is going to get the lucky dog. And that already is a half-track advantage. Ooh, Kalen now in P4 looks like to be all sorts of loose. And I say all sorts of loose, I should be talking about the 3. The 3 is so loose coming out of the corners, and looks like Casey's trying to make a move on it. Chard is down the inside. Is it the 11 gonna go 3? No, he thinks better of it. Still there though. Who is gonna give? You definitely want to go slow and fast out in these kind of corners. With Indy being nothing but 90 degrees of turns, you have every inclination to go slow in, fast out. That is how you go around with Indy here. And you definitely don't want to hit the apron like the 13 did. He hit the wall! Oh no! And that just opened the door for the 11, who also goes wide. And now this 4-car pack is now a 2-car pack. Looks like the 3 is looking... These two are... I've never seen guys more hungry for a win here. The 24 Ds entering the season late is going to be right now currently in the playoffs. In fact, I have him on board with my screen right now. He is currently sitting P10 in the regular season point standings. A mighty 40 points out of P9, which is sat by Loho. Loho right now is unfortunately not with us in this race, so he will be receiving 0 points. But in terms of playoff standings, Dees is also sitting in P10. However, if he can get a stage win here, that actually ties him with P8 in the playoff standings. So by just getting a stage win, that's a playoff point. And that's what Trunk Train wants. If he would get a playoff point here, he would be 1 step closer to Boz in his quest to getting P4 in the standings. Back on board with E4. Looks like E4 got around the 9 of Goose, US Trek Enterprise. He is hoping to move on forward here, trying to make some ground on the top 4. I don't think he's going to find it this stage, but a lot of racing left, especially as we have 3 stages here, and they said that the 95 is one of the cars to beat. As you kind of just search around with the rest of the field, the 48 has figured out his handling issues. and is moving his way forward. He sees the 53 right there. That is not for position. Keep in mind, the 48 is a lap down right now. And we're going to be on board with the 1. The 88 is looks to be very, very loose. And the 1 of Selling Dreams is, like I said, looks to be a half track behind the leaders, but pivotally, he will be out of range from going a lap down. But it's amazing how quickly the field separated. The Ford car pack originally turned into a 2-car pack, and you can still tell that the 3 is so loose coming out of the corners. Meanwhile, the 24 is just cruising. And with that, that was stage. Correct me if I'm wrong, that was stage, correct? Alright, thank you guys. Alright, so with that, Dees gets stage 1 right there. And like I said, that puts him tied with 8th place in the playoff standings. The 3 of Trump Train right behind him in P2. Kalen P3. Looks like Casey XXIN 2242 in P4. E4 in P5. Goose P6. Mike Sr. there hit the pace car in the 53, P7. Boz is going to get his lap back, so excellent job there. And then you have Tom P8, Emily P9, and then Boz, despite being 1 lap down, gets the final stage point. So we're going to be on board with Dees here because he is going to lead us to green here in stage 2, and I want to be from the forward back approach. See how this looks, because I can tell you right now it's going to be a fun one here. Here we go. There we go. Dees right here, coming to the green now. Who's going to shift up the gears? Looks like Dees has the initial advantage, but Trump Train is a little bit better. He kind of closes the gap a little bit. It's a mad dash to get to the bottom here. Who is going to kind of surf on up here? It looks like the 24 is a little bit too low. Fortunately, though, that doesn't affect his handling too much. Now, is that going to open the door for the 13 here? Dives it on down. No, he thinks better of it. The 24 does gap the 13 here. Now, pivotally, by being on the outside, that allows the outside to kind of shift. So you ideally want to clear the outside by the time you get out of turn 2, because then the outside becomes the preferred lane with all the draft. The 11 there barely avoids the wall right there. Let's kind of go on board with E4 here, who seems to be in the pack right now. E4 is currently sitting in P5, right behind Casey here, and right in front of Goose. Now, I want to see how it looks like his lifting points at the 1 meter board, and you can see he kind of slowly goes on up because of it. That means he's trying to slow down the car a lot more than it's designed to do. It's so tight, and right there he loses ground. And thankfully he'll be in the draft, but the 11 goes down the inside. Oh, we're gonna be on board with the 13 here, who has a field day with watching this. The 3 goes wide, opens the door for the 11. The 11's gonna be down low here, coming out with the 3 into the short chute. Going in 4, slow in, fast out for the 11. He's going to get on the gas a lot sooner. He's going to go into the draft here, come down the front stretch, loose coming out of 4. Now the 13 and 11 are going to be in the draft here. Who is going to make a move? If anyone, the 3 is closing, and thinks better of it. He is now comfortably in P2. He's got to avoid making mistakes like that. So let's see here. We have a hornet's nest back here. Looks like the 1 kind of fixed his car up a little bit, and he is now in front of Mike Sr. Looks like, meanwhile, at the same time, Mike Sr.'s looks like the 53 is a little bit looser compared to the rest of his competitors. The 48 at Boz, though, has found his way up to Goose, who is really loose coming out of 3 there into the short chute. Offers no room, and thankfully... Oh, Oh, we're going 3 wide. What a move by Tom right there. He saw an opportunity and he took it. Good job. Meanwhile, then the 48 is just like, okay, thank you very much. I will take that. And then the 9 makes slight contact with the 1 there. Ooh, yikes. That's going to be the 1. Oh, things better. Okay, there we go. Now the 48 is just has to get back into the draft and regroup there. As I missed that, oh, I apologize about that. I totally missed the change for the lead. The 11 has found the front here, and Casey, XXI and 2242 is now chasing. Using a little bit of the IndyCar line right there is what Kalen's doing. Oh, he's got to make a move right here. Nope, he thinks better of it now. But the 95, though, is just like, you guys can hold on in line. I'm going to run it. Oh my goodness. And then 95 goes into P3. Moves to 3. Oh, so close of hitting the wall right there. Casey's going to have a good shot right here. Potentially going down the inside. Nope, thinks better of it. Very, very patient, slow and fast out. That's what I'm seeing right there. And the 24, oh, he is not... Looks like he lost the draft right there in this lead draft. That sucks. Galen, though, if he gets a stage point here, he is going to take the championship, projected championship lead in, not for the regular season, but for the projected playoff standings, because he has a lot of stage points, I'll say that. Oh, he gets really loose right there, coming into the short shoot off 1. Now, right now, Casey is following. He has to stay close. Looks like we're going to go on board with 13 here, see from his perspective. Kind of see when he's lifting. Hang on. Lovely turn 3 right there. He needs to constantly hit that. Yeah, but it looks like turn 4 he is being beat. Looks like he's just as good, if not better, than his competition in turn 3. But turn 4 is where he's being beat. So right here now, see right there, turn 1, excellent. Turn 2, looks like he just can't get on the power. Or he doesn't get on the power enough. Like he's kind of babying it. Meanwhile, the 48 has gotten past the 1, and now the 1 is being chased by the 9. And meanwhile, the 53 is trying to chase the 9 all the way back there. And then let's go on board with the 88 of Emily. Looks like Emily is... Yeah, looks like right now Emily is being a little bit too ginger, coming around the corners. Yeah, right there. I would say definitely to not be afraid of those of the bottom line right there, those rumble strips. Ooh, definitely charged the corner way too much right there. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid of the that bottom line right there, because if anything, it will just slightly upset the car, but nothing too crazy. And it looks like Kalen has found himself in a party of his own right now. Coming through turn 1, we're getting word that there is ooh, yeah, something happened there with US Trek, and the 1 is what I was hearing right there. I was trying to see what was happening there, but I guess we came about it too late. Yeah, Goose is found himself in P10 though. And right now, his car is just not the same as it was. You could see it right there. It looks like 88's blocking low. Very kindly gives up the. Oh yeah, she's still racing for a stage point position right now. Oh, and the 53 got so loose he actually went on pit road. Meanwhile, yeah, this front pack has definitely separated itself, and the 13 is in the wall right there. Oh no! Thankfully, that wasn't enough to totally end his day. But that definitely did upset the car a little bit. And that was the stage right there. So Kalen, now if we were to look at the total playoff points and where they would finish, because you earn playoff points based on your regular season finishing position, Kalen in the 11 is now in the playoff lead. It looks like Trump Train in P2, Casey P3, E4 in P4. That's funny. D's in P5. It looks like Boz in P6, and then behind him looks like Tom selling dreams, and then behind him Goose, and then Emily, and then Mike Sr. So it looks like that is the positions here going into stage 3 for the final stage. Good racing so far, guys. When you guys get a chance, let me know how many laps are in this final stage, please and thank you. Is that 15 going to be after the caution, or? Alright, well, whenever you guys get a chance, just let me know when it's like 5 to go. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Alright, so the 11 had a massive start right there. You couldn't actually ask for a better start right there. And right now it's going to be up for the rest of those guys to kind of figure on out, because they got to catch the 11 now. Because they can't squabble like that, and they can't overshoot the corner. And that's going to allow the 13 to kind of close on in now. Oh, we're going to kind of go on board with this here. Potentially some bad blood brewing? Nope. Okay. I think, I guess I heard some contact again between these two, but I think... Oh my... Oh, what happened there? I think maybe the one lifted a little bit too early and the 53 didn't know about it, or something. That was bizarre. But yeah, it looks like the 11 has found himself into a pretty good lead here. The 95 charges turn 3, but it looks like the entire front pack here is not out of it yet. They all still have the draft on one another. Oh, the 95! Oh my goodness, there's a mad dash here. Looks like the 24 allows the 13 to go on and go on through. He now picks up P2 here. That was... Oh, that was respectable there for the 95. Knowing he overshot the corner, and then it was just like, you know what? Let's just kind of back out now. I'm not racing for points. I'm not racing for wins here. But yeah, now the 24 and the 13, they have to work together in order to get up there. 13 looks like he's so good coming out of 3, but turn 4 and turn 2 seem to be his weakness. Can they have anything for this 11? They need to get a snippet of his draft. Oh, we have someone around. Oh no, the 53 of Mike Sr. is out and around. No caution though. But his tires will be absolutely shot. Alright, so right now the 13 has caught the 11 and is in his draft right now. The reason I keep talking about draft, guys, is because Indy is one of those tracks that you need to have the draft. I just heard that the 24 has lost the 13's draft, so right now it's on the 13. Where is he? There he is. To get up there. He needs to be really cautious, though, to not overshoot the corners and slowly and steadily get up there. Yeah, it looks like turn 2 seems to be his kryptonite. Meanwhile, Goose, though, is in a field of his own right now in order to get up to the front. We do have a battle going on, though. Who was that? Was that E4 and Trump Train? And someone's in the wall! Buzz! No! Every time! Oh, that has to be like 4 races now in a row. That Buzz has had a fast car, but somehow, someway ends up in the wall. Oi, oi. Meanwhile, the 13 looks like to be at right around the same distance between himself and the leader. Gonna see if he can gain a little bit with the help of the 24 right there. Those guys have to work together. Oh, that's not how you do it there, bud. Oh no, is that gonna open the door for the 24? No, the 24 wisely goes into the back and just he's like, you know what, you lead the way. However, there will be a point where the 24 will be like, okay, it's go time, and you're not going fast enough. So what lap will he make that call? It's so tough. It's so tough for that to happen. And the one kind of in his own little race right now, sitting in P8 with the 88 right behind him, and Emily right with the 88 of Emily right behind him, and then the 53 of Mike Sr. sitting in P10. Yeah, with those two squabbling, I feel like the 24 has to pull the trigger. If he can't get around, if the 13 is not gaining enough ground, he's like, okay, time for me just give it a crack at it. Because right now the 11, he's in the perfect scenario right now where the 2 behind him, yeah, right there, this may be it. Oh, nope, he kind of allows it to kind of just go on by. Ooh, gets loose off 2, holds it together though. Let's get a lap update, guys. Hey guys, what lap is it? No, thanks. Okay, so 5 laps to go. We have 5 laps to go. Going on 4. The trigger has to be pulled. Should the 24, should the 13 have anything for that 11? The 11 is going for 4 races in a row to get to 5 total races won this season. And right now he would be the favorite for the championship, but anything can happen. Looks like the 11 got a little loose right there coming into the short chute. The 13 and the 24 are nose and stern right now. When will that trigger be pulled? So yeah, it looks like the one... Ooh, really loose coming to that short chute. We're just kind of going through the field right now. Right now it is the 11 in the lead, followed by the 13 and the 24. Followed behind them, we have the 95, followed by the 9 of Goose, sorry, and the 48 of Boz, followed by Trump Train there in P6. The 95, that was interesting. I think, ooh, he hit the wall there. What happened there? Either something's going awry there technically, or he is just far too loose to handle right now. Oh, the 11. The 11 got really loose right there. This is coming to 2 to go, correct? This is 3 to go? Alright, thank you. Oh, the race is not over, guys. The 11's getting really loose or something because... oh, his tires may not be able to hold on. The 13 and the 24 are closing. Oh, they're in the draft. They are closing. Turn 3, they gotta accommodate for the draft. They have to slow up a little bit more. You can see that right there. The 11 bounces off the apron. Potentially hits the wall. No, he holds on to it. Coming through the short chute into 4. The 13 slow in, fast out here. The 24 right on his back. You can hear it. The 11 gets loose again. Oh, his tires are not holding on. They are not agreeing with him right now. The 13 has to follow that IndyCar line if he has any kind of draft there. Oh, slow down there. That is charging the corner. And that opens the door for the 24. The 24 is now going to have a shot with 2 laps to go here. The 24 down on the inside, slow in, fast out, going to get around the 13. Now there's a 24 going to have anything for the 11 here. Looks like he is also loose. He has to have something here. He has to have perfect turns for a lap and a half left of this race. We're going to be on board with the 24 here. I know there's other battles going on, but potentially this is for the race win. The 24 has to have perfect turns. Exactly 5 more turns in order to have even a shot at the 11. The 11, though, also has to keep on it. He has to keep on his toes. He also has to run perfect turns. You can tell right now the 13 just ran out of tire there. He is too loose, too tight, or maybe a combination of both. And the 24, I don't think there's going to be a challenge here, but anything can happen here. The 11 running really wide. Oh, and the 24 almost hit the wall right there. I think this is the 11's race to lose right now. The 11, though. The 11 coming out of 4 onto the front stretch is going to kiss the bricks for his 5th win of the season. Excellent race. And followed by the 24 and the 13 and completing the podium. We're going to get these guys an invite here. And then after that, it looks like the 48 of Boz P4, Goose P5, Trump Train P6, 95 of E4 P7, Selling Dreams P8. After that, we have Emily. Yep, Emily in P9, followed by Mike Sr. in P10. Excellent race. We're going to get the podium guys up here for post-race discussions. So yeah, we're going to see what we can do. Looks like Casey actually had the fastest lap right there. All right, so let's get the podium guys up here. Gonna blue screen here for a hot second. And we're gonna get a party started with these three. Let's see here. Man, what a race! I thought for a hot second that the that potentially the 24-13 could have had something there. But let's get the as soon as we get these guys up here, we're gonna find out what their POV was. All right, there's D's. Kaylin, and then we're just missing Casey here. As usual, make sure that you guys always have always allow on your party chat.
Yep.
Well, while we wait for Casey, how about this? Uh, so D's, you finished P2 there. Excellent race. Uh, let's start with the obvious question. Did you think you had anything for Kalen there in the final few laps?
Um, well, let's see here. I did, but I didn't. And like I would have, like if he messed up. But me and Casey were catching him there for a while. Like I guess he was getting loose. We're back in the corners, and me and Casey were just drafting together, trying to catch him because we were like 1.2, 1.3 seconds behind him for a while. Then we caught it down to 0.3. Then Casey overdrove one, and that let him scoot away a little bit, and that was it.
Oh yeah, because I was about to say it looked like the 11 was starting to get loose there in the final few laps. When was go time for you? When you felt like you had to make the move to even have a shot at the 11?
Probably when Casey like overdrove one. I mean, I
Ah,
was trying to push them up there and see what they were going to do. Like if they were going to run into each other and make me scoot by.
I
But
get you.
then he overdrove it, and I had to go.
Well, honestly, after that, it seemed that you were gaining a little bit ground on the 11, but it looks like the 11 kind of it fixed his handling issues. It looks like he just had to hold on there for like two more laps, and he had the lead to do it. So, D's, with that stage win there, that puts you tied currently without a recount or anything like that. Tied for P8 in the playoff standings. So, with one more race in the regular season, how comfortable do you think you are compared to the rest of the guys, knowing that you're comfortably in the playoffs, and what does playoff points mean to you?
um, like I think I'm pretty comfortable. I mean, Martinsville like is a tough track, but like I'm just ready for the playoffs to get going.
Oh,
I
I
mean, I
totally
think
get
I'll
you.
be a contender somewhat, and maybe not for the championship, but at least in the final four.
Oh yeah, I get you. So yeah, good race there, bud. P2 is always good. I think definitely with Martinsville is going to be one to watch because I know you're still chasing your first win. So excellent job there.
Thank you, sir.
So now that Casey is in here, so let's kind of go back to P3 there. So Casey, from your perspective, talk about how your race went. It seemed to have been pretty good there. Yeah, and that's actually going to be my next question. There, I'm going to ask the same question as what I did with D's. Knowing that you've been in the playoffs since like week two, week three, with your win. So I think you are knowing that obviously you don't really technically have to worry about not missing the playoffs. However, what do playoff points mean to you? Because right now, Kalen's projected to be the playoff point leader. I mean, I'm going to ask, are you nervous at all, or do you think it's just a matter of time and to kind of piece together each race? How do you feel about Martinsville next week, with that being the regular season finale? Well, there we go. The gauntlet has been laid down. Casey is looking for his third win of the season, and will be the win since Atlanta and Texas in week two and week three. So I know that you're hungry for another win there, and playoff points definitely will help you as we go through the rounds, especially as the Charlotte Roval is the first race of the playoffs. So definitely want to get that step ahead there. So yeah, good race there. P3 is always good, especially since you said it yourself, your week off, and excellent job with gaining back some points. So good race there, boss. All right, now we go to our winner here. I feels like we've been up here before. Kalen, tell me about your race. This is your fourth win in a row and fifth of the season. How do you think you made a statement with, "Hey, I'm the person to beat here" as we close to the regular season and the playoffs are right around the corner?
Oh, maybe. I don't. Uh, kind of just trying to run my race, I guess, and keep them guys behind me. That's about all I can try to do. I don't know if, I mean, Casey, he'd give me a run for my money, and Trump and D there for a while. Just kind of got away whenever they got in the traffic. So
So what I'm hearing is that like, and when it comes to equal ground, so like, say that your situations were swing and like D's or Casey was in the lead, that you guys would be just as competitive. Is that what I'm understanding?
yeah, pretty much. I got lucky and kind of got out there, and I kind of zoned out, hit the wall a couple times, not paying attention, and
Ah.
it's basically who can make less mistakes, I think, and keep the corner straight and be consistent. I think on that track.
Well, honestly, it seems like as soon as you got out in free air, you were definitely the one to beat. So even with you bouncing off the wall, you gave Dees and Casey hope there. Um, so as we go to Martinsville in the regular season finale, I currently, without having a recount, and just looking at it, I have you currently leading the playoffs. Like when everything's all said and done, and like say that the playoffs started right now, you'd be leading the playoffs. How does that make you feel going into Martinsville next week for the real regular season finale, and then the first round of the Roval, Richmond, and Michigan?
Well, I love Martinsville. It's probably one of my favorite tracks. I don't know about the shorter runs. I guess I usually prevail on the long runs. Uh, be nice to have a little bit of a points cushion. But I'm going on vacation in a couple of weeks, so we'll see if I get to race the first two races of the championship or not. So that might be a an issue there. We'll find out, I suppose.
Potential championship implications. You heard it here first. All right. Well, either way, we can deal with that when that happens. Still, though, the excellent, excellent performance. Fourth race won in a row, fifth of the season, and with Martinsville next week, that is going to be race 12 of 23. And I think, or sorry, 22. My bad. I wish I could count. And I think up here on the podium with P1 of Kalen, P2 of Dees, and P3 of Casey. I think we're going to be seeing these guys a little bit more as we go through the playoffs on the podium. So hopefully we have that. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we turn on off for the night?
Uh, Thanks for doing a great job, and definitely like the broadcast and love them, and I think you're doing a great job. And thanks for everybody that races in the league. I mean, you can't do it by yourself, and
Oh
it
yeah,
takes everybody to get together.
oh yeah. I definitely will always say that the league is always looking to expand, especially as we go and start our next season on the new game. Whenever that will come out, we still have no idea about that game. What it's the only thing we do know is what it's called, NASCAR Next, and that's it. Good talk. The next season will be starting on the next game, so we're always looking for new drivers. But right now, the playoffs are right around the corner, so I honestly feel like I said, we're going to be seeing these guys up here a lot more. So without further ado, this has been your host, Private Patton, up here in the booth, wishing the podium one more time a good race with our third place finisher being Casey in the 13, P2 being D's in the 24, and then our race winner in the number 11, FedEx Chevy what? Toyota Camry. Sorry, you didn't hear that. Kalen. Hey, I make mistakes sometimes. But yeah, excellent performance, guys. I will see you in the next one. Martinsville is the next up, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace.